stream's going. Giving it a moment because it is just now 7 o'clock. The YouTube one in theory is going. The Twitch one should now be going. The Facebook one should now be going. So that's 3. All right. I have yesterday's prompt on the screen. Be happy. Nobody is ordering you to rejoice. And now let's take a look at what today's is going to be. All right. Time to hit the generate button. And hopefully it's work safe. You are whining. I was thinking as you are winning, but no, you are whining. All right. Okay. Wow. I don't know if I want to write that one. I'm gonna put this in the mulligans as a maybe. Hold on. I had to make a decision on whether or not I'm gonna write a song called You Are Whining. I am also wanting to make sure that I start writing some songs that I can use on upcoming albums, and I don't know if You Are Whining becomes one that works. Let's start with it at the very least. I'm gonna start making music with the possibility that I'm genuinely working from a picture that says you are whining. All right. All right. I was already kind of deciding that I was going to go yacht rockish with that. I feel like a yacht rockish sound with You Are Whining could actually get some decent results. Especially as you're not winning, you are whining. You know, a little bit of wordplay there. All right. Which means going right back to the blue ballad again. Probably. Although, you know what? That was the other thing I was thinking about, is that there's the Wurlitzer. I do really, really like the Wurlitzer sound, so maybe we'll do that instead. Let's go with the Wurlitzer sound for starters. If it loads up. My computer is freezing up for the moment. It's not so much freezing up, but it's got the little hourglass on there for a moment. All right, there we go. So yeah, because I was deleting something. There we go. Now we're back to normal. Let's see. Cakewalk Sound Center. I'm going to bring up the Whirly. I like the sound of a good Wurlitzer. Classic Wurlitzer EP. It's going to take it a moment, apparently. Do need to turn it up, though. like that actually quite a bit. So this. Okay, we're really close, I think. That is it right there, probably, actually. All right, so if we start with... Ooh. Okay, let's go with that. Okay, so we got that I like. That I like. Hey, how's it going there, Dumb Rocks? I'm hanging in there. I don't know if you heard what came out yesterday, but actually, I don't know if I can easily pull it up from here without losing my spot unless I... Yeah, it's alright. You Are Whining was the... I think I'm going to be writing a song called You Are Whining. Maybe I just called it Whining. That could be, but... We're going to see what happens. But that was the prompt that it gave me tonight, was You Are Whining. So why don't I just do that? For the moment, we'll go You Are Whining. You were tuned in at a time when I was doing a similar thing, kind of struggling with what the keyboard parts were going to be last night. And last night's song took me about 4 hours. Oh, you didn't hear the finished thing. That's all right. I'll play bits of this. I think it's one of the best songs that I've done this year. It took me 4 hours instead of 3, and that's probably part of it. But hell with it. I'm going to take a break to drink some tea here anyway, and enjoy the poor quality, I guess, of the stream. Because it's picking it up via a microphone. But you'll get... This was the one I was working on last night. Oh, you know what? There won't be vocals. There won't be vocals because I recorded the vocals in a different DAW. So let's pull up the actual correct thing here. We'll pull it up in the DAW. Hell with it. Why not? January 19th. No, that would have been the promo for January 19th. So we're batting 1,000 here. Here's the actual completed song. Using the classic Adobe Audition. Thank you. is yesterday's song. That was Rejoice. And I can pull up the image that, I think you saw the image yesterday that I was working with that, but I'll pull it back up. That's what it was. Be happy. Nobody's ordering you to rejoice. So now, on a completely different thing, we have You Are Whining. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that as a mulligan. I think I'm actually going to write a song called You Are Whining. Oh, I closed it, so there you go. It is what it is now. That's what we're going to have. Thank you. Thank you very much. During the part where you were watching and I was trying to come up with keyboards, I'm like, I'm going to be on this song forever. And it felt like it because it took 4 hours instead of 3. Normally it takes me about 3 hours, but finding the right chords, I think, in that instance paid off because, boy, I like how that sounds. So now, this is what I got tonight. So far, it's just in the early stages. Only got the Wurlitzer piano sound thus far. That's my first loop. So yeah, one more time through on that. Well, thanks for stopping in. Okay, so number 2 here, and I think I did decide that I want the next chord after that. I think I did decide on what I want that to be. And I want that to be, which is the same thing as the first chord, but our root note has changed. Maybe. That actually. Okay, what? Really like that. There it is. It's a handful of keys is what it is. But I like it. So I may do it. Let's start with this. I like that. I like that. Now, okay, we got that. That is like, literally, it's a handful of keys. It's everything. G, A, C, D. That's ridiculous. Okay, so how about? That is so great. This is unorthodox for me, but I'm liking it. There it is. I think that's my winner. So it's. I'm so glad I don't have to play this live. It literally just yeah, but there's a couple of notes. I think that sounds better than that. That's the chord we started with, but in a different key position. Okay, all right, so how about we start with that. I like that better than... Okay, if I can remember that, it's... And then from there, okay, so... Start with there we go. Okay, again, if I can remember this, it'd be nice. This is one that's tough for me to do for some reason, but lot of potential here. Okay, that's... What am I moving there? Okay, the lower note moves up one. Okay, I don't move the highest finger. That'd be nice if I can play it in time, though. I think this is going to be a struggle. So let's see if I can play it in time. Well, that was actually a lot better than I thought it would have been, but okay. 3, 4 with... Ooh, that was an accident, but I like it better. Hey, thanks, City. Appreciate it. So, we got this. And then... Yes. If I can play that, like, and I may need to just slow it down. Let's slow it down. Playing it wrong, not a big surprise, because this is weird chords for me. Very weird chords, but I like them. Playing them backwards there, because that was the right chords in the wrong order. I played 1, 3, 2 instead of 1, 2, 3. Ooh, well, okay. Thanks. Now, here's what's funny about that, too. You like this, and it's got a chill vibe. Guess what the image... Guess what the image threw at me. The image that I'm going to get to work with here. I'm realizing I accidentally closed it out, so we're going to have to open it back up. This is what InspiroBot threw at me today for the... You Are Whining. So it's going to be that vibe with the title like You Are Whining. So we'll see we will see how that turns out. All right. With that in mind, okay. I could actually, okay, and in that moment, I'm actually thinking of ways that I could go with the lyric that aren't as obvious. So it's this. Boy, do I like that. Where about not suffering fools happily? Is that the saying? Yeah, no, yeah, I don't suffer fools, yeah, gladly. I don't suffer fools gladly. I've written a number of songs on that topic already. Not to say that there's not room for one more. Why do I keep doing that? I keep going to the reverse order. That was so close. The first time through was perfect. Oh, hit the right chords already. Come on. I do it again. I think each time. Go to that C instead. Close enough. So now I can look and see if there's anything that's really sloppy amongst that. I can see a stray note that doesn't belong there, so let's delete that one. Because MIDI, because we can, and I love that about MIDI. I try not to overuse it, but in moments like this, it's especially helpful. I see another bad note there, so let's do this. This is the first section. I really like that too. Section 2 is actually, let's do that again, because I screwed up, I didn't get to it in time. That's the first section, it's probably the verses, but I don't know what I'm gonna sing here. That is a good transition from the bridge to the verse. Is really, really good. But we're probably gonna have a chorus in here. I'm not as sure about the transition between verse to chorus though, and verse to bridge. Yeah, that's actually a nice unexpected surprise there. I like that actually quite a bit. So now the question is, where do I want to go from there that's going to make sense? So we ended here. Okay, that's actually, I might keep it simple. Okay. Okay, we'd like this for the start, for sure. That's really basic. Okay, that could work. there. That's pretty interesting, actually. Those back and forth with those 3 chords sounds cool. Throw in this one there, and then so that would be that might even be where I leave it. Is it? Okay, I might want to go to that. So it would be yes. Yes. That is exactly what I want to do. All right, cool. So let's do it though. That was a little late on the 2, 3. Ah, that's not even difficult. It is 2 chords back and forth. Only the bass note is changing. Come on now. This is not difficult. Here's the hard part. Damn it. Got it at the very end there. So close. 2, 3, 4. Here comes the hard part. Yep. Couple of chords I whiffed. That time I didn't whiff the chord, I whiffed the bass note. Now here's the funny part. I hit one wrong note there. That was not supposed to be a D, but now I have to listen to it to see if I like it better than what I actually planned to hit. Because I may like the mistake better than what I intended to do. Like, this sounds fine. And happy accidents are half of the fun with these. You know what I may want to do is actually I don't know if I can copy a note there. I have to be able to copy a note. Can I then take that note that I just did there and move it towards there instead? Can I move this towards just an extra note? There we go. Same length. This might sound even better. No, it does not. How about we move it up one? Does that sound better? That's what I wanted. That I like. So there's an extra note in there that wasn't supposed to be in there. But I like it, so it stays. There it is. So what I wanted to do versus the accident, we're keeping kind of a combination of the notes I intended to hit plus the extra note, which was the accident. It's a combination of the two. So it's not what I intended to do. It's not the accident. It's the combination of the two. And I like that. Now, one really cool thing that I learned how to do here just a couple of nights ago, I've had these drum sounds available to me for some time and have not had any clue on just how cool they were. Like, I knew they were cool, but for example, these Abbey Road ones. We have the Abbey Road. Let's go with Abbey Road 80s drummer this time. Like this one that says Chrome Kit Full. Why is it not playing? Oh, because I've got it soloed. Okay, that's a decent sounding kit. Now, what I knew for sure that I could do with this kit already was play the notes myself. I knew I could do that. What I did not already realize, that there are patterns in here that I can just copy. So I can just take that, what we're hearing right there, and pop it in with what you just heard me do and see what it sounds like together. Now, I don't think that's quite right, but I didn't have to play all of those notes individually, which is just kind of cool. I just picked a groove that I liked and said, hey, let's try that one. So I can find other grooves that maybe will fit it better. I think this has potential, actually. So let's try that one. Yeah, that's really nice. There it is. Yes, I can slow them down or speed them up. So like right now, that would be the advantage of doing this in MIDI, where the keyboard parts are all just like programmed. So what I could even do is, if I decided I didn't like that keyboard sound, I could change it. I could actually go into the sounds and be like, you know what, I thought that I liked the sound of this classic Wurlitzer EP, but why don't I pick a concert grand piano instead? And it'll take it a moment to actually load, of course, now, because that's how that works. I didn't have to do anything. I could be like, how about Honky Tonk 1? Or the Rhodes. When it loads up, the Rhodes takes the bottom. But if we go back to that classic Wurlitzer that I do like, so a lot of this, the beauty of doing this in a MIDI environment is the fact that I can change all of that stuff out. If I were recording it like classically, like you'd have a specific guitar amp or something and you play it, how you play it is how it went down. You really can't, like you have some control over it, but your control is limited. With this, there's so many options, and that's part of the problem. It's option paralysis. So many choices that it's like, I don't know what to pick. Well, you have to pick something, and by picking something, you move the song forward. And that's doesn't just work with songwriting, but like a lot of this, when I have been successful, there's so much of that just comes down to because I made a choice. A choice needed to be made, and I made that choice. And it doesn't always pan out as something that sounds amazing, but sometimes it does. But I get where I'm going because essentially that what I've realized my inner monologue has told me for a while now, especially with projects like Jamuary, is set aside time to do the thing and do the thing. And the way that you do the thing is one step at a time. And it does not pertain to just music. But in this sort of a situation like Jamuary, that sort of a philosophy pays dividends. It's why I can get anything done. And it looks like Brassbit, yeah, MIDI is so underrated these days. Yeah, I've been toying with sound fonts lately and making retro MIDI games sound amazing. I believe that. I believe that so much. So you have direction which shows me the end result and satisfying. Well, yeah, and thank you. Thank you for watching, both of you. We've got City over on Facebook and Brassbit over on, I think that would be Twitch. I have my Twitch and my YouTube stuff up there, so let's, I imagine that's, Brassbit, it makes the most sense for that to be Twitch. Let me confirm that now. There it is. Yep, it is. And Duke, he's playing on his Game Boy and listening. Very nice. Cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I need to pick another groove. I don't have to. I could pick the same drum part for all of these. If I wanted to, I could copy-paste that. But I think it makes it more interesting if you switch it up. So now I need to find a different groove that I like for the second part of the song. See, and there you go, Brassbit. Thank you for watching on Twitch. That gives me one more reason to actually be streaming these on Twitch. Because there's been some days where I'm like, should I bother continuing to do this on all of them? And I think a lot of times, oh, ooh. The ghost notes there. 16th hat, both ghost. That's nice. Okay, let's try that with section 2 and see if that sounds good. Oh, heck yeah. That's really nice. And let's compare it to the part 3. Yeah, see? That little bit of a change. That makes it nice. So then back to the other one. Well, Brassbit, I really do appreciate you doing so. Thank you. Alright, so now, then there's this section. This doesn't have drums yet. So I'm going to find find a groove that matches this. Oh, that sparse thing is... The percussion's kind of nice. Okay, that's pretty cool, actually. Now that's 8th Ride Ghost. I think that's similar to it. That's my winner. Okay, so now section 1 sounds like this. And then part 2. Oh man, that's nice. It's making little decisions though. If I stopped to think about all the things that I could do, I wouldn't get anything done. It's almost like, yeah, no, that's good enough. Okay, so what I think I want to do now... Oh, that's right, the 3rd section has that thing that goes a little longer, too. I do think I want to get a bass in there, and I think it'll be a keyboard bass tonight. See, I understand that LOL, but this one seems to be simple and smooth and come together. But it's been an hour. I've been working on it for an hour. And then that would be... So, as much as it seems like it's coming together smooth, it's been an hour. That might be it. I'm thinking of a section, break section after chorus 2. Okay. And bearing in mind that this is also my 5th year doing this. So I've realized it takes 3 hours, and that kind of helps to know that the guideline is, okay, I can expect this to take approximately 3 hours, give or take. Sometimes only 2 hours. Last night was 4 hours. But I know, based on past experience from doing this so often, that it's like, okay, if I set aside this time, I should be golden. Okay, that's what I need to hit. Close. It says, were you initially frustrated by the amount of time it took when you started the challenge 5 years ago? No, because if you even go before Jamuary, there was years and years of experience of doing similar things with Songfight. And with Songfight, they give you a song title once a week. So it's not as rushed. It's not like all in the day. But I think the blessing of doing this as a thing where it's a song every day is you do not have time to second guess yourself. If you want to get through it, you just got to do it. And if you even date back to challenges, the one that I failed about as often as I succeeded was a different challenge called the album a day. And it sounds like an album every day. No, you set aside a 24-hour time period and you try to write and record 20 minutes worth of original music in the same day. That is exhausting. I succeeded 5 times where you just set aside that entire day and it's just a marathon session. And it would take me most of that 24-hour time period, the continuous 24-hour time period, no breaks. It's, there's breaks, lunch breaks or whatever, but you have between this hour that you started and that same time the next day. And it wouldn't take me all 24 hours, thankfully. It wasn't like that bad of a marathon. But by the time I'd reach 6 songs, I'd be done, and I would have succeeded in getting 20 minutes worth of music at minimum. And a number of those are albums that are still on, like Spotify and everything. There's like, I think 2 of them that are not, 3 that are. But the very first one I did was in 2004. It's called Keeping the Doctors Away. That is my oldest album you can find on Spotify that was created in one day. Waterfall of Consciousness was created in one day. So Be Yourself was created in one day. And that one had Sweet Canadian Mullet. It's the first song I wrote that day, which is the one that's in the video game Rock Band, or was in the video game Rock Band, is one that you could buy. So it still comes down to that same thing. You put your mind to it. Of course, you set aside the time to do the thing, and you do the thing. It's that same thing. It's like, if I know that I don't have time to second guess myself, I don't second guess myself as often. I turn off the inner critic that says that you can't do it. And you just do it. It doesn't mean that every song that I'm going to do during January is going to be a gem. But by exercising that muscle, it also starts becoming a little more second nature. When I will say this, when I look back at the songs that I did for the first January that I did in 2019, I think I don't know about this year. This year's been rough because I've been doing the 60 hours of work as well. But I think I'm getting a higher percentage of songs that I like at this point. At least the last couple of years that I've done it. If I look at the percentage of songs that I like that I did from 2019 and I compare it to like later years, there's less of them that I feel like skipping. Let's put it that way. So, with that in mind, let's find a drum part that is going to work for that section I just did. Oh, it's not going to be heavy metal. We know that. This should be a little bit of a different thing. That's the one. A little more sparse for that break section. You are welcome, and thank you for asking. Yeah, Sweet Canadian Mullet is probably the first, and for some people, the only song they've heard from me. Now, there is a note that I hit in there that was bad. That one. Let's delete that note and see if that's... Nope. Let's maybe move that up. That works. It's not the same thing that I intended to do, but again, happy accident, and we will gladly. And that's the other thing, is you let happy accidents happen more often too. It's like, if you start becoming a perfectionist, like, no, it must be so. Like, you learn that there's a balance, and that balance is like, okay, cool. That's maybe not exactly like I had in mind, but sometimes it's even better than what you had in mind too. So, all right, bass possibilities, bass synths. Oh, that's a bit much. These are all possible bass sounds. There's hundreds of them. Ooh, okay, it's a little buzzy. Is that too buzzy though? Because we've got a smooth thing happening. My winner. Yeah, that is gonna be my it's gonna be my bass sound. I like the combination of these quite a bit, actually. All right, Asteroid, ASTROYD is the name of that sound. All right, cool. So let me practice. That's without it. so good. Really, really like that with that combination. Getting the idea. Yep, that's what I want to do. Yeah, asteroid, like the destroyed asteroid. Ah, it's punny. There you go. Asteroid. Yeah, it is. It is very punny. Good call. Good call. Okay, now let's see if I can actually play this. Apparently the answer is yes. I can finally play it. About a year ago, I had a chance to pick up a vintage Moog synthesizer. Oh, that would have been painful to leave on the shelf. Probably not cheap, though. Now I need a bass part for here. Oh, yeah. Okay, I like that. Again, that's C sharp. remember that there's a change on the third time through. Okay, that second part. Aha. I like that. That should basically be it. Let's try it. I'm just going to go for it. Let's see if that works. Well, it helps if you play it on the one. That's the part that's throwing me. All right. I keep wanting to go to a B there instead of an A. Really like that a lot, actually. So now, what would we have here? I was thinking of going, I like that low. Okay, so the last bit, I imagine, I think I may just be able to land on, yeah, that's not it. I may be able to just land on that final chord that I have. That might be a weird way to end it, but I kind of like it. Now that sounded bad, but that was because other things were playing along with it. It should be by itself. Okay, yeah. So I think I have all of the sections. No, I was gonna say I have all of the sections that I need, but that's not true because I was thinking I might add some sparse guitar. But another thing that you got to make a decision on with this sort of thing is, do I have enough? I could say I have enough. Or is it like, oh, I'm going to add this, I'm going to add this, I'm going to add this. And sometimes it's better to keep it simple. And then if you try to add too much, lo and behold, you look and it's like, oh, it's been 5 hours. Well, no. In my case, it's been 90 minutes. We've had an hour and a half here. And why are we not getting any major sound here? Probably doing something wrong. I was. All right, and now. Something that's a little more clean sounding than that. very close. That's it. Yep, that is my amp for this, I think. Here we go. That's my winner there. Figuring out what goes next, and that's the answer. work. We can try that. Well, thank you, Cindy. Appreciate it. Yeah, offered tomorrow, but look forward to tomorrow and catching up with all of it. Yep, absolutely. We'll see what good vibes there are with the title that I have to work with. But we'll see what we can do about it. But let's try it. Got it. Alright, so let's do the thing. Recording. Starting with one. I think I'm going to just start with that, but I do think I want a version of that that does not have the guitar. I think we want to start with the version with no guitar. and we bring in the guitar. So that means that we're going to record from the start. No guitar first. Deciding the order of the song now. And now we start with guitar. Forgot the chorus goes longer than that. Got it. Okay, I've got ideas. Chord, intro. And the verse starts here. All right, that is the structure. Structure brings us about 4 minutes. I was going to say, I felt like going much longer was going to be too much. Let's do that. Let's select that, unselect that, save the set. I've already done it. Export. 104 beats per minute. And we're gonna export it so we can bring it into an Adobe Audition, write some lyrics, sing them, and go from there. I'm going to point out, by the way, I've been growing this beard since day 1 of January. I was clean shaven except for the sideburns. So this is 20 days of growth. This is much more than 20 days of growth. The sideburns are much more. But the rest of it, yeah. All right. While that's going, I do like how the structure came out, I gotta say. I'm not gonna call it that, in fact. La da 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 da. 104 beats per minute. Alright. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired. You are whining. See, there you go. I'm whining. Alright. 104 beats per minute for starters. And let's go in and get them files. Let's go into la 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 and all those. It's actually only 4 parts. Drums, bass, keyboard. It's all all of it's keyboard. All of it was created with keyboards and it's MIDI. But no, that's a lie. Guitar was done as an actual physical instrument. Well, it's a physical instrument. You get the idea. All right, that's going to be my bass, that's going to be my whirly, and let's mute everything first of all. The sweet sound of silence. How about drums first? Let's go into the drums. Let's go get it going. That's not what I wanted, but it sounded kind of good. Kinda like that too. Alright, let's get that with that bass. And how about ooh, I like the sound of that a lot. Oh, this sounds so good. Some reverb to that whirly. I want to minimize that snapping sound. That guitar. Okay, so let's figure out how long the verses need to be, amongst other things. I need to figure out how many words I need for this song. Yeah. This is line 1 right here. And we figure this is line 2. And this is not the melody, probably, but that was 3, and this is 4. So each verse I'm gonna need 8 lines to get the job done. Bridge. It's a 4-line bridge, pretty common for me. Of course, it can be a little bit of a different thing. I purposely went a little longer on it. It's actually 7 lines. And I think I kept this verse the same length as the first one, so it's going to be another 8 lines. Repeat the bridge in chorus. And we have a 4-line, what we assume is a 4-line break section after chorus 2, which is where I love putting my break sections. And then it'll be repeat chorus. Yeah. Whew. Let's see what we got, because the chorus I think is going to come to me first. It's the one where I've got a lyric. I've got one lyric for my chorus. I'm actually going to do something I don't do often that I should do more often, which is the loop. I haven't looped that section until I've written my chorus, or until I get inspired to try something else. length on it though. The chorus is written. think we got it. When you are quitting, you're not trying. We got a vocal there to record now, and we'll get it. No, we're not going to the audio hardware setup, though. We are going to that. Apply to all tracks. We are hitting this. We are hitting this. No. That is not what we're doing. But we are doing this. We're hitting save session. We're going back to this. We're going to go into the effects. We're going to go to my vocal settings. Turn it down so the music doesn't bleed into the headphones as much. And make sure it's not on loop. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying, and I need to turn it down a bit. Okay. It's knowing that let's put a headphone up. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. And don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. You are whining. All right. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. And don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. You are whining. Insist on your innocence, but when there's no one to blame, that's a shame, 'cause you're left with yourself. I think that's gonna work. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. Don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. You are whining. Insist on your innocence, but when there's no one to blame, that's a shame, 'cause you're left with yourself. All right, I think we're going to sing that chorus for all of the parts now. It's knowing. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. I could do better with the not. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. And don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. You are whining. Insist on your innocence, but when there's no one to blame, that's a shame, 'cause you're left with yourself. One more time through that. Okay, let's do it again. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. And don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. You are whining. Insist on your innocence, but when there's no one to blame, that's a shame, 'cause you're left. 'Cause when there's no one to... Gotta go up that in that spot, that's right. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. And don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. You are whining. Insist on your innocence, but when there's no one to blame, that's a shame, 'cause you're left with yourself. Thank you, sweet. And then I think the harmony vocal, the low harmony will be... It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. And don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. You are whining. Insist on your innocence, but when there's no one to blame, that's a shame, 'cause you're left with yourself. I think that's going to sound really good, so let's do that. Let's go with that for the low harmony vocal, which will be next here. The chorus is written, the verses are not, the bridge is not, and so I have 4, 8, 16 lines of verse to write, 4 lines of the bridge, and 4 lines of the break section. So the only thing that is written with the lyrics thus far is the chorus, but you just heard it too. So there's that. It's working with a potentially tricky little Inspirobot message this evening. It just said, "You are whining." I'm like, I didn't know if I wanted to write that, but you know, I think the reason that I like what I did with it is like, you're not winning, you're whining. Like that I can roll with. And just play along the lines of that, like where the lyrics go, it's going to be in service to that, I guess. Would be the way to go with it. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. Yeah. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. And don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. You are whining. Insist on your innocence, but when there's no one to blame, that's a shame, 'cause you left... It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. And don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. You are whining. Insist on your innocence, but when there's no one to blame, that's a shame, 'cause you're left with yourself. I like that. Not trying. All right. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. Don't like the way that sounded. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. Don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. You are whining. Insist on your innocence, but when there's no one to blame, that's a shame, 'cause you're left with yourself. All right. Last course. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. And don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. You are whining. Insist on your innocence, but when there's no one to blame, that's a shame, 'cause you're left with yourself. Not trying. Kind of want to do a high harmony on it, but again, I'm going to not trying. We're going to do the low vocal instead. Same thing that the high vocal would be singing, but an octave lower. The difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. That's going to sound good. So let's try it. Knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. Don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. Winning. Knowing, no is your opening line, no. Knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying, not. Knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. Don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. You are white. Knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. Don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. You are whining. Insist on your innocence, but when there's no one to blame, that's a shame, 'cause you're left with yourself. But when there's no one to blame, that's a shame, 'cause you're left with yourself. All right, we got 4 verses to write. It's technically 2 verses, but you could call it 4. Like 4 half verses, I guess. 16 lines. And I need a bridge to go into the chorus as well. ahead, Brian. Play this on loop. I think my bridge is going to come next. The prompt is the funniest part of this, actually, Brian. I got to show you it because it's. I saw the prompt and my response was, I don't know if I want to write this. But it came together specifically because well, here's the prompt. You are whining. So I was like, I don't know if I want to write you are whining. But what I came up with, it's a little bit of a play on words. The first line that made me think, okay, maybe I'll stick with this, is you're not winning, you are whining, when it's like those are two words that are very close together with how they're spelled. You know, winning and whining. At first I thought it was you are not winning, or you are winning. But no, you are whining. I'm like, that has a specifically negative edge to it. So, yeah, so you're not winning, you are whining, and that is everything. It's, you know how this goes with the songwriting part. When you have a part like that, everything else is now in service to that one line that you have. If you've decided that you like it enough to keep it, it's like, yeah, you're not winning, you are whining. And so that's where we got that chorus, which I'll just play it. The only part that I've written lyrically, I've done all the music. But the only thing I've done lyrically thus far is the chorus, and we get this. It's knowing the difference is the first line. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting, you're not trying. Knowing the difference when you're not quitting. When you are quitting, you're not trying. Don't be a hypocrite, you're not winning, you are whining. There you go. That's the line. Insist on your innocence, but when there's no more to blame, that's a shame, 'cause you're left with yourself. There you go. So it's a chorus. It's knowing the difference. When you are quitting, you're not trying. And don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. You are whining. So you have the quitting and winning, trying and whining. Like, you know, you're not winning. You are whining. So I was like, can I rhyme words with winning and whining? You are quitting. You're not trying. The syllable counts the same. You're not winning. You are whining. You are quitting. You're not trying. Yeah, it's quit your bitching, basically. But I'm almost thinking of this as like a. There's a number of these songs that come across sounding negative when in reality it's kind of at myself. Yeah, you only win when you lose more than everyone else, right? See, there you go. But specifically that thing. But when there's no one to blame, that's a shame. Insist on your innocence. But when there's no one to blame, that's a shame because you're left with yourself. And yeah, no, I mean that's so often. I think a good amount of self-awareness goes a long way. When I compare myself with like who I am now with who I once was when I was younger, especially, it's that self-awareness to when you say, you know, maybe I'm part of the problem. And you can realistically look at the situation, and especially in retrospect, and be, oh, I was part of the problem. And I can recognize that and be honest enough with myself to recognize that I was part of the problem, right? Now, it's great when you can do that, but not everyone can. So there's also a balance between taking the responsibility when, you know what, I was wrong, like the ability to say I was wrong, but to not overcompensate and do that necessarily in situations where it's not true. Although sometimes I imagine that might be the course of action where it's just easier to say, you know what, you're right. Even though you know that, no, they're not. They're not at all. So, yeah, no, I think that's kind of that inner philosophy that's coming here. Just like my inner philosophy that I've come to realize with songwriting. I think over the last couple of years I've realized, not just with songwriting, but so much of my philosophy is that, yeah, it's a very tough pill to swallow for some, for sure. And I don't think that I particularly enjoy it myself when I realize, oh yeah, that was totally me. That's never enjoyable, but there is some freedom in being willing to admit that to yourself when you can see it. And potentially it helps you be a better person in the future, hopefully. But I would say, like, with what I'm doing right now, specifically with Jamuary, and this won't be the first time I've said it, won't be the last, but what I've come to realize my internal philosophy is on stuff like Jamuary here is set aside time to do the thing and do the thing. That is ultimately what it comes down to. And the way that you do the thing, like in this case, writing a song, is one step at a time. You make a decision, and then another decision, and another decision, and another decision, and another decision. And it's just a bunch of small decisions that lead up to a completed product. And I don't think that's just songwriting. But yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, as you say, total freedom. You have to choose your battle sometimes. Total freedom there. I have. I will even say there was a coworker that I spoke to recently where I was telling them, yeah, you might want to choose your battles. You know, it was a situation where they were frustrated, and I tried to, like, I think I see enough of the picture to, at that point, to give. Like, the feedback was not, and I'm looking for the right word with that, but it was not something where it was unsolicited. It wasn't like this person didn't ask for any sort of, like, feedback, and I'm giving them feedback that they did not want or need, because there's a difference there, too, when you know, giving someone feedback that they, like, I didn't ask. I did not ask, so. Oh, it's life. That's really what it boils down to. But anyway, no, there's, and I'm not even thinking of one particular person with this, but when your prompt is you are whining, what do you do with that to make it to where it's not just a pile-on fest? Like, where you're just piling on. And yeah, and it's knowing the difference when you are quitting, you're not trying. And don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. You are whining. Insist on your innocence. But when there's no one to blame, that's a shame because you're left with yourself. So I'd say that within the context of the course, this is someone who has not gotten to the lesson of realizing, oh, maybe it's me. Like they don't have that. They've not learned that one. That's what I'm thinking anyway. But yeah, with that in mind, I'm going to see what I can do. Speaking all that out loud might even actually help me. Might help me to, by thinking out loud with that, maybe it will help me to solidify what I want the bridge to be. Because I've got that chorus. Yeah, he said, you don't want your whiny song to sound too whiny. LOL. Exactly. I don't want it to sound too judgy. That's one of the things I fear in some of my songs, is that some of them come across too judgy, and I'm not a fan of that. I'll go back just a bit here. And now I've got it to where it'll play. I don't use this very often, but I'm going to play it on loop. Good loop now. Just the bridge now. Just the bridge playing over and over again until I get what I want here. I use the loop feature quite often when I'm just trying to write sections that have the same chord progression. Yeah, it takes thinking out of it. Exactly. You just focus on the lyrics. Brilliant for this. What I normally do instead, though, is I stop and start it. But yeah, it's nice to have it on loop. I don't use this enough. One line to go. It's all right. I think we got her. Maybe it's useless. Let's sing it though. And maybe it's useless, all their excuses or explanation. Okay, that's all right. And maybe it's useless, all their excuses or explanations. Intentional movements, I'm not out to prove this, I'm out of patience. Woo. It's useless, all their excuses or explanations. Intentional movements, I'm not out to prove this, I'm out of patience. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. Yep, let's do it again. I like it. And maybe it's useless, all their excuses or explanations. Intentional movements, I'm not out to prove this. Yeah, I like the idea of doing that, but I think I should save that for the... This might be the final bridge, actually. This is the final bridge. And maybe it's useless, all their excuses or explanations. Intentional movements, I'm not out, I overshot. And maybe it's useless, all their excuses or explanations. Intentional movements, I'm not out to prove this, I'm out of patience. There it is. Ooh. It's useless, it's not an excuses or explanations. Let's do that. Let's get that low harmony in there while I'm thinking about it. And maybe it's useless, all their excuses or explanations. Intentional movements, I'm not out to prove this, I'm out of patience. And maybe it's useless, all their excuses or explanations. Intentional movements, I'm not out to prove this, I'm out of patience. It's knowing the difference. like it. All right, and let's do the thing here with this. And maybe it's useless, all their excuses or explanations. Intentional movements, I'm not out to prove this, I'm out of patience. And maybe it's useless, all their excuses or explanations. Intentional movements, I'm not out to prove this, I'm out of patience. Yeah, you know, I love the 7B. The SM7B is, I think, one of the best investments I have ever made for my home studio. I do not have a lot of expensive gear. I have some expensive plugins that I've bought on really good sales. The one piece of feedback that I hear about SM7Bs from a lot of folks is that the input level, like the input gain, is not great, and they're not wrong about that. You do have to crank it up to get it to go. But my friend Don Hawkins, who is a fellow songwriter, also purchased this for me as a gift here. This is the Cloud Lifter. It is a CL1 mic activator is what it's called. And it's basically a preamp, and it sounds really good. And I've been using it all this year. So shout out to Don Hawkins for getting that for me. And it's so funny because he himself, he's more old school, where he was also from the era of like analog tape and everything. So I taught him how to do computer, like digital recording. He wasn't doing it before that. And now he is, at this point, able to not only collaborate with me, but with other friends that he's not worked with for years. Like they're emailing each other parts and stuff. So it's really cool. I started him off on Adobe Audition, which was and is wildly out of date. And I think it was actually more difficult than the stuff that he's using now. So it's kind of turned out cool that like he learned, like, you know, baptism by fire through software that was probably tougher for him to start with. But now, as a result, he started using the Mac, and it's like, oh, this is so much easier. Yeah, see, I don't have a ton of expensive gear. I picked up the Cloud Lifter. I like the sound of it. You use it with the MXLR40 ribbon mic, which has been a fun mic to play. I bet. I don't think I have any ribbon mics. But no, this SM7B, another great story about this puppy was that when I was in the band Buffalo Jones, I'm no longer in the band Buffalo Jones, but when I was in the band and we recorded the second album, it was done in Jason's house, and, you know, Jason from Buffalo Jones. And there were different microphones that the producer brought with him, like these fancy, expensive microphones. And we tested a number of them. But I brought my 7B. And the 7B sounded the best for what it is that we needed. So it's the one we went with. All right. So now I have written a bridge. I still need to write verses. And I still need to write the break section after chorus 2. But other than that, the song's done. let's do that. Let's do the loop. Loop-de-loop. Loop. Okay. Are you refreshed? Are you refreshed? Did you think that you should drink that? Yeah, I guess I can see how you would think that. Okay, we're getting there. Are you refreshed? Are you refreshed? Did you think that you should drink that? Yeah, I guess I can see how you would think that. What's going on? Let me be specific. Were you wronged? Or was this self-inflicted? do it one more time. It's not too far off, but I want to do better. Are you refreshed? Did you think that you should drink that? Yeah, I guess I can see how you would think that. What's going on? Let me be specific. Were you wronged? Or was this self-inflicted? All right. Are you refreshed? Did you think that you should drink that? Yeah, I guess I can see how you would think that. That's going to be the next part here. Are you refreshed? That's where our low vocal will come in, is that line. Yeah, I guess. I'm going to do yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. How you would think that. Okay, very close. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. I can see how you would think that. Let me be specific. Were you wronged? Or was this self-inflicted? Okay. Yeah, I guess I can see how you would think that. What's going on? Let me be specific. Were you wronged? Was this self-inflicted? Maybe it's useless. Are there excuses or explanations? Intentional movements. I'm not out to prove this. I'm out of patience. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. Don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. You are whining. Insist on your innocence, but when there's no one to blame, that's a shame, 'cause you're left with yourself. Na 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 na. With yourself. Yourself. Half of a verse ready? All right. I perspire. Yeah, the load has gotten heavy. And I'm tired. But you knew that much already. What's the plan? Okay, let's try it again. I perspire. Yeah, the load has gotten heavy. I don't want to do gotten. I perspire. Yeah, the load has gotten heavy. And I'm tired, but you knew that much already. What's the plan? Are you keeping that a secret? I don't give a damn. I'm not whining, I'm not weeping. All right, here we go. Yeah, the load has gotten heavy, and I'm tired, but you knew that much already. What's the plan? Are you keeping that a secret? I don't give a damn. I'm not whining. I'm going to do the whole thing. I perspire. Yeah, the load had load. I perspire. I perspire. Yeah, the load has load. I perspire. Yeah, the load has gotten heavy, and I'm tired, but you knew that much already. What's the plan? Are you keeping that a secret? I don't give a damn. I'm not whining, I'm not weeping. All right. I perspire. Yeah, the load has gotten heavy, and I'm tired, but you knew that much already. What's the plan? Are you keeping that a secret? I don't give a damn. I'm not whining, I'm not weeping. And maybe it's useless, other excuses or explanations. Intentional movements, I'm not out to prove this. I'm out of patience. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting, not trying. Don't be a hypocrite, you're not winning. I'm whining. Insist on your innocence, but when there's no one to blame, that's a shame, 'cause you're left with yourself. All right, just need a break section. Got 2 lines and the song is done. right, here we go. There's nothing out there. This is the opening line. There's nothing else to observe, so keep your word and keep your help. Remember, I'm the one without a heart, and you would know. You said it yourself. There's nothing else to observe, so keep your word and keep your help. Nothing else to observe, so keep... Nothing else to observe, so keep your word and keep your help. Remember, I'm the one without a heart, and you would know. You said it yourself. Okay, we're getting there. Nothing else to observe, so keep your word and keep your help. Remember, I'm the one without a heart, and you would know. There's nothing else to observe, so keep your word and keep your help. Remember, I'm the one without a heart, without a heart. There's nothing else to observe, so keep your word and keep your help. Remember, I'm the one without a heart, and you would know, you would know. You would know. You said it yourself. That's what I need to do there. Nothing else to observe, so keep. There's nothing else to observe, so keep your word and keep your help. Remember, I'm the one without a heart, and you would know. There's nothing else to observe, so keep your word and keep your help. Remember, I'm the one without a heart, and you would know. You said it yourself. There it is. To a girl. Nothing else to observe. Keep your word. Keep your help. I'm the one. Nothing else, nothing else to observe. Keep your word, keep your help. I'm the one without a heart. You would know. You said it yourself. That's pretty close. Nothing else to nothing else to observe, so keep your word, keep your help. I'm the one without a heart, you would know. I need to do from that point on. And you would know, you said it yourself. That would be. There's nothing else to observe, so keep. So let's hear what the vocals sound like isolated here.
There's nothing else to observe, so keep your word and keep your help. Remember, I'm the one without a heart, and you would know. You said it yourself.
All right, let's take a look at the whole song now, because I think that's everything. Mix and master it down, and it'll be another one that took over 3 hours, but not by that much. It's weird that it's making little clicking sounds. There's no reason it should have been like that. Maybe that's in the drums. It is. Ah, ghost notes. Got it. That it's hard to hear, but it's...
Are you refreshed? Did you think that you should drink that? Yeah, I guess I can see how you would think that. What's going on? Let me be specific. Were you wronged? Was this self-inflicted? Were you wronged? Was this self-inflicted? It's useless. Are there excuses or explanations? Intentional movements. I'm not out to prove this. I'm out of patience. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. Don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. You are whining. Insist on your innocence, but when there's no one to blame, that's a shame, 'cause you're left with yourself. I perspire, yeah, the load has gotten heavy, and I'm tired, but you knew that much already. What's the plan? Are you keeping that a secret? I don't give a damn. I'm not whining, I'm not weeping. And maybe it's useless. Are there excuses or explanations? Intentional movements. I'm not out to prove this. I'm out of patience. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. Don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. You are whining. Insist on your innocence, but when there's no one to blame, that's a shame, 'cause you're left with yourself. There's nothing else to observe, so keep your word and keep your help. Remember, I'm the one without a heart, and you would know. You said it yourself. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. Don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. You are whining.
I like it. I'm going to mix it down. I'm going to master it. And that is a completed song. Woo! Day 20. I got, what, 11 more to write? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Yep. 11 more. Because this one is done. And that means I am, at this point, I'm not quite 2/3 of the way through. When I'm 1/3 of the way through tomorrow's song, I will be 2/3 of the way through. Yeah. All right. I did, like, I was starting to feel like I was going through the motions this year. But I think I kind of like this one. Yeah. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that very much. Sometimes I get it right. Other times I do not. There's times where I'm doing one of these Jamuary things. I'm like, I know this is not a particularly good one. And we're just going to roll with it anyway. Oops. Anytime, I used to be able to open other things at the same time while this was running. I wonder if it has to do with the samples. Buffer size might be my problem. Let me go to 256 buffer size here. Can I do that? Nope. Nope. Still doing anything else in the background. In previous years, I could run the mastering software and do other things at the same time without it interrupting. I don't know why. You know what I am going to do, though? I'm going to try something different here. It's mastered already. I liked playing it from the mastering software previously. I cannot do that now without it quitting every time. So let's just open the mastered file, which looks like sandwich bread, by the way. Have a good one. Thank you so much. East Coast, too, especially. Thank you for hanging in there. That's crazy. Appreciate you stopping in, though. Have a good one. Oh, but I will say, if you wait 1 second here, I'll have the link for you. Or you can just go to the Bandcamp. It's there, but... Yeah, this is nice, because now I can actually do this at the same time. Were you wronged? Was this self-inflicted? And there we go. Oh, I just did the whole album. Oops. Now, it's this song. Intentional movements, I'm not out to prove this. I'm out of patience. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. Don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. You are whining. You're welcome and thank you. Insist on your innocence, but when there's no one to blame, that's a shame, 'cause you're left with yourself. This is so much nicer than this playing. Yeah, the load has gotten heavy.
but you knew that much already. What's the plan? Are you keeping that a secret? I don't give a damn. I'm not whining, I'm not weeping. And maybe it's useless, other excuses or explanations. Intentional movements, I'm not out to prove this. I'm out of patience. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. Don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. Are whining. Insist on your innocence, but when there's no one to blame, that's a shame, 'cause you're left with yourself. There's nothing else to observe, so keep your word and keep your help. Remember, I'm the one without a heart, and you would know. You said it yourself. It's knowing the difference when you are quitting. You're not trying. Don't be a hypocrite. You're not winning. You are whining. Insist on your innocence, but when there's no one to blame, that's a shame, 'cause you're left with yourself.
And there it is. All right, thanks.